919 at KMA. Let's see here, Don. Bob Seeger, that long, lonesome highway east of Omaha.
East of Omaha.
Is that, would that be Highway 6, maybe, we're thinking?
Well,
possibly.
It can go east of Omaha. Can it, David?
I think so. David Darby with us. Good morning, David.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing fine. David, Executive Director with the Iowa U.S. Route 6 Tourist Association. And David, give us a little bit of your background. We'll talk about the history of historic Highway 6, but talk about you a little bit and how you got into this.
Well, I grew up on Highway 6 years ago back in Davenport, Iowa, and we used to travel it across to a place near Moscow, Iowa, which is by Wilton. We'd go camping out there, and we'd drive through Walcott and Durant and Wilton and all these little towns and Atalissa. And over the years, I started discovering, hey, this thing goes a lot farther than I thought it did. And it goes all the way across the country. It goes from Provincetown, Massachusetts to Long Beach, California. The longest highway ever created in America.
Well, it's got to be over 3,000 miles in, doesn't it?
It is. It's twice as long as that other highway that has more sixes in it.
Oh, that old Route 66.
That other route. Yeah.
Yeah, that other one.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So when you first started kind of looking into this, were there many associations or organizations that were kind of honoring the history of historic U.S. Route 6?
Just the one. The Route 6 Tourist Association is a national organization founded in 2001. It was actually a project of a couple high school girls there. They had to form a business with a board of directors, and they put this thing together. And there are 14 state divisions, and so we have one in Iowa, and we definitely have one in Nebraska as well. Marcia Kuiper runs that one. And I came aboard in 2008. I had been working on a book on Highway 6 as it crosses Iowa. I started in 2007. And the interesting thing about Highway 6 in Iowa is that they moved about a third of it, just the signs, not the road, out to Interstate 80. Mm-hmm. So my interest was in following the original route because that goes through 16 more communities that way, and the scenery is a heck of a lot better. So once I started doing that, I realized there's a lot of these really terrific mom-and-pop restaurants and motels out there, and they're not getting the business that they should because everybody's whizzing by on Interstate 80 where they're seeing absolutely nothing of Iowa. So it kind of came to me that we need to do something about this. So I became the director for Iowa, and we started promoting this thing. We're putting up historic Route 6 signs along the original alignments. And, you know, anything that's true to the original alignment would get these brown and white signs similar to the ones they put up on Route 66. So this way, if you see a brown and white sign, you'll know you're on the real deal.
Mm-hmm. All right. We've got a presentation coming up, U.S. Route 6 Tourist Association at the Oakland Senior Center, and that's coming up with lunch at noon, followed by presentation.
Tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tell us what people can expect.
Well, we do a little PowerPoint presentation with some music, and it's generally pretty entertaining as well as informative, and it draws a contrast between traveling across Iowa on Interstate 80 versus traveling across Iowa on U.S. Highway 6, and then it talks about the economic benefits of shopping locally and what we can do to kind of promote it, and people seem to take to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. Now, you need to RSVP today for lunch, and so you can do that for the Oakland Senior Center tomorrow. Will it be you, and who else will be with you tomorrow?
I believe our Western Iowa coordinator, Mike Sharp from Red Oak, Iowa, will be there with me. And not sure who else will be. The Chamber of Commerce is putting it on. So kind of looking forward to seeing who shows up there. And, we're excited. We always enjoy coming through Oakland. They have that beautiful rust block there with the architecture that's just incredible. And then they have the old Sinclair gas station that dates back to the 20s or 30s. And those are the gems you see when you get off the interstate and onto the two lanes, along with the hills and curves and beautiful scenery that people don't seem to realize is in Iowa.
Mm-hmm. Iowa U.S. Route 6 Tourist Association at the Oakland Senior Center tomorrow, lunch, followed by presentation with David Darby and Michael Sharp. So thank you so much for being with us on the program today. I really appreciate that, and thanks for what you're doing out there, David.
I appreciate it. Thank you, and you're welcome.
Hey, you bet. Mention the website, would you?
We will.
Yeah, and that's route6tour.com, right?
That is correct.
All right, very good. Thanks to David Darby at 924.